The sun was sinking behind the red hills when Ethan Cole finally opened his eyes. The smell of whiskey, dust, and burning wood filled his lungs. His head felt like it had been split open by an axe. For a long moment he didn't know where he was, only that pain lived in every bone. Slowly, the shape of his small ranch house came into focus. The old wooden ceiling, the cracked beam, the sound of boots moving somewhere nearby. Then he heard a voice, soft, shaken. "You're awake." He tried to sit up but groaned, his body refusing. A woman rushed into his sight, her dark hair loosely tied, eyes wide with relief and something else. Something deeper. Clara, the woman who had arrived weeks ago, after her husband was killed on the Northern Trail. He had given her work, a roof, silence, that was all. Or so he thought. "What happened?" Ethan rasped. She hesitated. That pause was heavy, dangerous. "You don't remember?" He shook his head. "Last thing I recall, the saloon. Some men. Then, nothing." "You were beaten," she said. "Left near the creek. I dragged you back with the horse." Dragged him. Clara barely reached his shoulder. Yet here he was, alive. "How long was I out?" "Almost a day." He closed his eyes, swallowing. "Then why do I feel like I did something wrong?" That's when her hands clenched in her dress. "You did," she whispered. He looked at her. Really looked. Her cheeks were red, her lips slightly trembling. "What did I do, Clara?" Her voice dropped. "You kissed me." The room went silent. What?" "When you were burning with fever. You didn't know where you were. You grabbed my wrist, pulled me close. And you said my name like it was a prayer." Her breath shook. "Then you kissed me." Ethan stared. "No, I wouldn't." "You did. I would never take advantage of you." "You weren't taking," she said. "You were begging." His heart slammed. "I don't remember any of it." "I know." "Then why does it matter?" She met his eyes, and what he saw there unsettled him more than the beating. "Because I didn't stop you." His chest tightened. "Why?" Her voice almost broke. "Because I didn't want to." Ethan turned his face away, confused, angry at himself, angry at the world. "Clara, you lost your husband." "Yes, and I'm the man who gave you a place to hide." "You're the man who saved my life," she replied. "And the one who slowly brought it back." He laughed bitterly. "By giving you chores and silence? By giving me dignity." Another silence, heavy, breathing between them. "You whispered something else," she added. His eyes closed. "What?" "You said, I should have found you before the grave did." His breath caught. "That doesn't sound like something a fever invents," she said softly. He finally looked back at her. "Then why didn't you tell me before?" "Because I was scared," she admitted. "And because when you woke I saw in your eyes a man who didn't know me that way." He swallowed. "I still don't." "That's the lie," she whispered. "You just don't remember." Ethan tried to stand. His legs shook, but he forced himself up. "If I hurt you, I'm sorry." "You didn't." "If I confused you." "You didn't." "Then what did I do?" She stepped closer, close enough he could feel her breath. "You reminded me that I'm still alive." His heart pounded. "Clara, you don't owe me anything," she said quickly. "Not love, not promises. I only wanted you to know what happened, because I won't carry it alone." He nodded slowly. "Thank you for saving me." She turned to leave. "Clara," she stopped. "If what you say is true," he said carefully, "then whatever part of me spoke honestly." She didn't answer. She simply walked out. And Ethan Cole sat back on the edge of his bed, haunted by a kiss he couldn't remember, and a feeling he couldn't deny. If you want to know what her reply truly changed, don't skip, and don't forget to subscribe, because stories like this only get deeper from here. The night came heavy. Coyotes cried somewhere beyond the fence. Ethan couldn't sleep. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw Clara's face leaning toward him. Lips close, breath warm, emotion raw. He didn't remember the kiss, but his body reacted like it did. His chest hurt. His hands felt empty. So he got up. The barn lantern was still lit. She was there, brushing down the horse, slow movements, lost in thought. "Clara." She stiffened. "I'm not here to confuse you," he said. "I'm here because something's wrong inside me." She didn't turn. I don't remember kissing you, he continued. But I can't pretend the idea doesn't feel familiar. Her brushing slowed. You looked at me today, he said, like a man who'd already chosen you. And that scares me, because I don't know when I made that choice. She finally faced him. Maybe you didn't, maybe your heart did. He stepped closer. Tell me the truth. Did I sound like a man lost in fever? Or like a man who had waited too long? Tears shone in her eyes. You sounded like a man who had buried something alive, she whispered. His throat tightened. Then say it, he said. What did I really say when I kissed you? She took a breath. You said, every road led me to graves, and I thought that was all God had left for me. Then you walked into my land like mercy. Ethan closed his eyes. You called me mercy, she said. No one's ever called me that? He looked at her truly now. Not as a guest, not as a widow, but as a woman standing in front of him, real, breathing, hurt, brave. Clara, if I said those words, then they came from somewhere real. Then why are you still running from them? She asked. He didn't answer. She took a step back. I won't beg you to feel something you don't remember, but I won't live as a ghost in a house where a man once kissed me like he was coming home. That cut him. So this is goodbye? He asked. No, she said softly. This is truth. She walked past him toward the barn door. Clara, he said, voice breaking. I don't remember the kiss, but I remember the emptiness before you arrived. She stopped. I remember waking up every day with no reason except chores and graves. And since you came, the silence hasn't been so loud. She turned slowly. I don't know what my fevered self did, he continued. But the man standing here doesn't want to lose the woman who made him feel alive while he was unconscious. Her lips parted. I can't promise you the past, he said, but I can choose you now. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Then let me answer you, she whispered. Not as a memory, but as a woman. She stepped forward. You asked me today why it mattered that you kissed me. Yes, because when you did, she said, it felt like permission to live again. His breath shook. And that, she finished, changed everything. Slowly, carefully, he raised his hand, giving her time to move away. She didn't. His fingers brushed her cheek. This one, he murmured, I want to remember. She leaned in. This time the kiss wasn't born of fever. It was born of choice, of loss, of two broken lives finally touching something warm. Outside, the wind moved through the grass. Inside the old barn, something new was born. Not a mistake, not a dream, but a beginning. If this story touched you, don't let it end here. Subscribe to the channel for more emotional Wild West stories of love, pain, and redemption. Your support keeps these stories alive.